This video will show how to do a tune-up on a 60 series 14-liter engine found in a response-built medium. The following tools listed are needed to complete the MPC card. Once the starter is removed, we're going to insert special tool J22582 where the starter is, and we're going to rotate in a counterclockwise rotation. In this table, we'll find that cylinder number 6 needs to have valve overlap, so we can do valves on cylinder number 1 and injector height on number 5. While barring the engine over, you can watch the cam lobe as it rotates around and pushes up on your rocker arm. By doing so, you can also use a straight edge and watch your intake valves as they just start to open as your exhaust valves are closing. This is called valve overlap, when your exhaust valves are closing and your intake valves just start to open. Once you've verified you're in valve overlap, you now can freely move your rocker arms on the number 1 cylinder, lightly up and down. Using an 8 thousandths feeler gauge for intake and a 26 thousandths feeler gauge for exhaust, we can check the clearances prior to breaking anything loose. Now we're going to loosen the jam nut on the intake valves and loosen the jam nut on the exhaust valves to make our adjustments. Using an 8 thousandths feeler gauge, we now can insert it above the valve stem and below the rocker arm and check for a nice even pull. Using a 5/32 Allen wrench and a boxed-in wrench, we can hold the screw assembly in place and tighten up the jam nut. Using a torque wrench and a 9/16 socket, we'll then torque the jam nut to 30 to 35 foot-pounds in accordance with its MPC. After you torque the jam nut, verify that you have a proper pull prior to moving on to the next 3 valves. Once completed with cylinder number 1, proceed to cylinder number 5 for injector height clearance. Locate injector number 5, and on the aft side, you'll notice that there's a little hole. Insert special tool J45002 in that location. Loosen your set screw and adjust your injector height gauge until the bottom of the flag is just touching the top of the spring retainer. Using the Allen wrench and the boxed end of your combo wrench, tighten down your set screw. Once your set screw is tightened down, go ahead and torque it down to 30 to 35 foot-pounds. After completing the valve tune-up on your number 1 cylinder and your injector height on number 5, you can proceed now to valve overlap on 2 and repeat the cycle until you're completely done.